The Michigan Corrections Organization is protesting what it calls very serious staffing shortages.
The latest demonstration is happening outside the Women's Huron Valley Correctional Facility in Ypsilanti. CBS News Detroit's Jack Springate has more.
Well, it didn't take me long to find a couple of correction officers here who say it's not uncommon to show up to work expecting to work an 8-hour shift, only to find out that's getting pushed to 16 while they're still on the clock. It only leaves them with roughly 8 hours to commute home, connect with family, and catch up on sleep before it's time to do it all over again.
Everything about this whole picture is actually heartbreaking to see good officers leave and good officers just snap. I've seen it because I've gotten close to that point myself.
The state of Michigan made $55 million worth of investments in recruiting and retaining correctional officers over the past 3 years. But those working at the Women's Huron Valley Correctional Facility say they're still routinely working 16-hour shifts for days on end.
When I leave here doing a 16-hour shift, which takes an hour and 20 minutes to get home, that means I'm sleeping between 2.5 to 3 hours, and then I come right back.
The Department of Corrections says half of their facilities around the state are staffed above 85%, but the MCO claims that figure for Huron Valley drops to roughly 73%. The MCO already called on Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer to send National Guard troops to help offset the lack of officers, to no avail. The state responded saying, while we respect those that serve in the Michigan National Guard, they have not been trained to work in our unique environment. Asking the National Guard to do so could put them, MDOC staff, and those in our custody at risk. Officers here said the help would be welcomed.
I think the National Guard can handle it without having corrections education. You know, you can come in and you can work here at the Women's.
The MCO is calling on lawmakers to pass legislation that would qualify correction officers for state pensions. Not only do they believe this is the only solution to keep current prison workers from quitting, but it will also help retain new recruits through retirement. Both outcomes mean more employees and fewer double shifts.
It's not a career anymore, it's just a job. We need a pension, we need a hybrid pension, we need health care. People need health care when they retire. It's just a job, it's not a career anymore, and it's sad.
Now, these staff shortages aren't necessarily new or unique to this area, but calls for legislation are louder than ever, partially due to a package of bills that would allow corrections officers to participate in the Michigan State Police Pension Plus retirement system. That would be a huge victory for this group if those bills are passed. Reporting in Ypsilanti, I'm Jack Springate, CBS News Detroit.